Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek. Brought to you by Gate City Bank for a better way of life. And Pepsi.
Junior linebacker, a spectacular grab, and that's going to win the game for North Dakota State.
A night to remember inside the Fargodome last night as the Bison take back the Rock. They win the Dakota Marker in dramatic fashion. Sellout crowd, 13-9 the final score. Coach, what a night it was.
That right there was kind of wraps it all up. You know, the pure emotion of the defensive guys, and I was okay with them running onto the field. Coach Olson's on the field. You know, we still needed to knee the ball up, but that was next to the guys running across to get the rock. It was a pretty special moment.
Yeah, it was indeed. We talk about celebrations as we welcome you in. It is the Bison Football Show. Coach Polasek here with us. I mean, that was something you talked about in camp, right? Celebrating big, the joyful moment. It doesn't get much bigger than that, an interception to win a rivalry game in prime time.
No, and like just the happiness and the excitement for the team. You know, I'm a big believer in the celebration thing as a group because I think it supports, it adds and it cultivates energy and juice. You know, I'm a huge believer in add something to the environment. You know, create an environment that's powerful, and it was on display, I mean, on defense all night.
Coach, how would you describe the performance by your group as a whole?
Well, we executed all the motivational things. You know, I thought things that needed to get done in order for us to win. You know, it wasn't perfect, but it was behind the scenes. You know, we talked about making it a 4-quarter game, you know, leveraging our fans and our home field advantage, leveraging our strength and conditioning, leveraging, you know, all the work that we put in. And I truly believed that we would make that play, the interception, and I truly believed that Cam and one of the receivers would come through.
That was a clutch performance on both sides of the ball for the Bison. Indeed. Let's take a look back at the first half highlights presented by Gate City Bank. There's the Rock on the opposite sideline. Bison trying to win it back. Coach leading the team out of the tunnel, and we're underway. Opening series for South Dakota State. 3rd down and 2 in Bison territory. Code Green makes a stop. They needed 2. They only get 1. So that would set up a 4th and 1. They had a false start or a procedure penalty that backed them up to 4th and 6. 53-yard field goal attempt by Hunter Dustman. No good off the left upright, and we were scoreless about 4 minutes into the contest. As you take another look, it had the distance, but it's off the post. Later on in the first quarter, NDSU with the ball. Nice tackle by Logan Kopp, able to make the play on Amar Johnson. That would force a 4th down, and a bad punt by Hunter Dustman. Bounces out of bounds. Coach, this set up excellent field position.
Yeah, it did. You know, the bobble and then Devin Kleinman's unit, the punt defense, you know, forcing him to get it out quick was really critical there. And anytime that you can flip field position on special teams, it's a big deal.
Yeah, the ball ended up resting at the 49-yard line in plus territory. Bison would get stopped on 4th down to open the second quarter. So it's Jackrabbits ball again. Gronowski trying to scramble on 3rd down and 7. Luke Wirtz makes a stop just shy of the line to gain. And the Bison take over on offense. 3rd down and 5 at their own 36. 9-yard completion. Cam Miller to Braylon Henderson. That would move the sticks. One of multiple veteran Bison receivers who made a play in this game. 3rd down and 7 from the SDSU 37. Cam Miller using his legs as he scrambles to the near sideline, out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A 7-yard scramble for the first. Then down in the red zone, 6 minutes to go in the half. Bison strike first. Coach finally into the end zone. Raja with the touchdown catch.
Really good job. I was pleased with that for a couple reasons. You know, we've been an outbreaking team, you know, with our number 2 guy, and we got good leverage. We communicated obviously the right call, really good game planning, and just a phenomenal throw and catch. This is perfect. You want high balls down here in the gold zone, and then you got to be able to catch the ball with contact coming on you because of the condensed area.
18-yard touchdown reception as you get another look at it. Raja going up high for the catch. His first touchdown of the season. Love the celebration as well. Bison on the board. PAT good. 7-0 good, guys. Under 5 to go in the half. South Dakota State would respond. Their Wildcat quarterback, Chase Mason, 66-yard touchdown.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. You know, our strong safety got cracked by the near receiver. Enoch was tracking the ball and it actually picked off 2 guys. We need a better crack replace out of our corner. And, you know, we got to get that thing tackled to the ground and eliminate the explosive play. And then this was fun, right? We wish he would lateral it here because they cannot score or advance a ball that we lateral. And so we got to keep that alive better.
Yeah, Cody Heisman with the extra point block. Marcus Shepard nearly taking it home on the return, and that would end up keeping the Bison on top. 7-6 our score after the blocked PAT. Shep almost home, just tripped up at the 25-yard line. Then SDSU would drive 15 plays running the 2-minute at the end of the half. They would connect from this 42-yard field goal from Hunter Dustman, and that would give them the lead going into the halftime locker room. 9-7 as we take a look at the first half stats presented by Nodak Insurance. What stands out, Coach?
It's just a street fight. You know, at this time, you know, they hit the one big run there, obviously, but it was really, I mean, just a physical, high effort, fundamental, you know, game. And quite frankly, with what we talked about Saturday in our pregame meal about wanting it to be sticky. You know, let's get these guys in the fourth quarter. Let's play them in the murky swamp, per se. We were kind of executing that. You know, obviously we'd like to have more points, more yards, more of everything. But we were executing what I thought was necessary to win this game.
Would take them to the deep end, into the swamp in that second half. We'll take a look at it when we return here on the Bison Football Show. Second half highlights in a Dakota Marker game for the ages on the other side.
Teamwork, talent, dedication, leadership. These values that win championships on the field, build community, improve lives, and make a difference every single day. For you, for our neighbors, for our community, for a better way of life. Gate City Bank.
We're all players in the waiting game, whether that's for the day's first flight, the first shot, or the first retrieve. Entire off seasons of prep and practice all pointed to that singular moment each of us live for. First light. Because that's when it all becomes real. And it's finally your time to shine. Shields.
Life is full of beautiful moments. Adventure, fun, excitement, and sometimes the unexpected can happen. With Nodak Insurance, you can keep doing what you do. Use our technology to file claims quickly online, on your phone, or lean on our award-winning service team so you can get back to what matters. Living life uninterrupted. Nodak Insurance. Agents with answers.
Hey, grab me one too.
Chronic wasting disease is 100% fatal in deer. Though rare now, it will continue to rise unless you help do something about it. Knowing its location is the key to managing chronic wasting disease. When hunting in the Northeast and Unit 3B2 this fall, plan to get your deer tested. Visit gf.nd.gov to find drop-off locations or request a self-sample kit and review the regulations. The responsibility falls on us all. Let's keep the deer herds healthy for future generations.
Better starts with convenience. Better starts with trust. You can trust that your pre-approval is guaranteed on closing day, which is one less thing to worry about. Better starts with saving you money. No ATM fees and no minimum balances mean how you spend your money is up to you. Because at Gate City Bank, better starts with you. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show. Along with Coach Polasek, I'm Sam Neidermann. Let's take a look back at our second half highlights in the Dakota Marker game. The Bison up against NDSU, trailing 9-7 out of the halftime locker room. Opening series of the third quarter, 3rd down and 4. TK Marshall tackled shy of the line to gain at the 30. It would bring up 4th and 2. Bison send on the kicking unit. Griffin Crosa, unfortunately, no good on a 48-yard field goal attempt, and that would keep it at a 9-7 lead for South Dakota State. Later on in this second half, 8:05 to play in the game. Mark Gronowski off a play-action fake, throwing deep downfield to the end zone. Couldn't connect with his tight end, Davin Stoffel, and that would bring up 3rd down and 10. The Bison would be able to hold on defense. They get the ball back, and then here was the drive of the game. 2nd and 9 from the Bison 9-yard line. Cam Miller over the middle. Braylon Henderson with a 1st down. This got things cooking, Coach.
Yeah, he's been really good in 2-minute type situations. And, we did think we probably should have got the throw game 1 possession earlier, but we're in a good situation here, and Cam's off and running with some accurate throws. One to Makai Collins there.
This drive started at the 8-yard line. Collins with the 1st down. Bison moved the sticks just beyond midfield. 2nd down and 8. Miller under pressure, evades the sack, extends the play. What a throw on the run to Chris Harris.
Really good job keeping the play alive, and then good response by Chris in what we call the scramble drill.
17-yard pickup. Chris Harris with the 1st down. Another look at it. Cam with the throw. Sliding catch by Chris. And the Bison in plus territory, looking to potentially get the lead. You could have gone field goal or go for the score. Well, it would be a score coming out of the timeout. 2nd and 8 from the 20. Cam to Raja for the go-ahead touchdown.
Really quick, critical situation there. If you look at the timeouts, it's 3-2. We can get their timeouts gone and kick a field goal, but it would have left, roughly 55 seconds or so, or 1:25 for them to just travel for a field goal. I really I like looking back on this. We talked about it. I thought it was the right call, and obviously, we put it in the players' hands. And Cam really wanted the ball. Cam was in that flow state or the zone, and so it all worked out.
You love to see it. 13-9 after going for 2, did not get it. So a 4-point game. SDSU would have to go the long, hard way. They needed a touchdown here. Gronowski with the scramble moves the sticks. Inside a 1.5 to go. 1:05 to play, and here was the play that sealed it. Logan Kopp with the INT.
It's an unbelievable job of slingshotting himself into leverage where he's running the route now. It's one of those things where they probably like the concept versus man coverage, but Logan did such a good job with technique and fundamentals, and then finishing it is oftentimes the hard part for a linebacker. You got to catch the ball, and then to see the celebration and the explosive celebration and then go out there and take 3 knees is pretty darn cool.
Yeah, it was awesome to see. The Fargodome was rocking. Logan Kopp, his 7th career interception. That one, the best of them all. There's the celebration. The rock in the hands of the Bison. They went, and it was an absolute mosh pit over there. Good sportsmanship between Cam and Mark Gronowski. And that was all she wrote. 13-9 the final. Final stats presented by Nodak Insurance Company.
Yeah, it really was one of those deals where it was going to be, kind of a really physical, almost like an old-fashioned Big Ten game, old-fashioned Missouri Valley game. And that's the kind of game we wanted to play in. Obviously, our production in the rushing area needs to be better. We need to have answers faster. We need to be able to move on in the game plan. And then on top of that, we've got to recognize, okay, what is their strength and what are the weaknesses we can attack? And we'll do better next time. There's a really good chance that we'll see these guys down the road. Our primary objective right now is Murray State and capturing home field advantage.
On to the next one. A big win for the Bison indeed. Cam Miller was our Nodak Insurance Company player of the game. Raja Nelson had a fabulous game as well. Afterwards, WDAY's Sam Getziger with Raja.
Raja Nelson is our Nodak Insurance player of the game. What an exciting game this was. Where's your mind at right now?
Man, I'm so proud and so excited for this group of guys. Like, the amount of work we put in and day out is just, it's outstanding. I'm at a loss of words to say, because we have each other's back through thick and thin, no matter what. Whether it's spring, winter, summer, we play for games like this. And, we put in the work so we can get these results. So I'm just very excited and very proud of them.
You scored both touchdowns here for North Dakota State. That second one was really impressive. What was going through your mind when that ball was up in the air?
To be honest, I knew what the play was. We knew where we were at. We know what we needed. We needed a touchdown. And, you know, I was ready. I wanted the ball in my hands. I wanted, you know, call game. Let's do it.
Where does this rank in games that you've played in your football career?
This is definitely top 3. Very exciting, great atmosphere. The fans were amazing. Our team was, you know, very energetic. We were in the game the entire time. Like, very fun.
Congratulations, Raja. Raja Nelson, our Nodak Insurance Player of the Game.
Thanks very much, Sam. Coach, what did it mean to you to see Raja come out there and perform the way he did?
We've got a really good plan right now. You know, I listened to his post-game press conference. I'm so appreciative that he gave a lot of credit to Tricia and all the hard work she's done to get him back on the field. You know, he really understands, you know, hard work, extra work, what it takes to get his body right now, and he's doing everything that we're asking him to do. And so to be rewarded as an offensive unit, but, you know, for him individually, there's layers in football. It's just phenomenal, and he's right. Like him and Cam, and I got to kick him off the field on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. They want to like stay out there. I said, well, then we'll add more practice periods. But they need that individual extra work, and he's referenced that multiple times. And these guys, this game meant a lot to them. They've been living with this, you know, losing streak, the loss last year for 300 and some days. And so to go out there and execute in that big moment, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it was awesome to see. 13-9, the final. The Bison win it. We'll take a look now at our Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota carry of the game. Get coverage that moves you to a new state of well-being when you carry blue. Learn more at bcbsnd.com. Coach will go to the first series of the second half. Barika Penu, a 17-yard gain.
Yeah, you know, we needed a few more of those, right? I think our running backs were fine. Their mentality was fine. We just couldn't get some runs started to give them the opportunities, you know, on the second level. And then this is a really nice job by our left side. Really good job by the receivers. That doesn't get talked enough about, you know, coming in there and taking care of their support player, which often was a safety, you know, for South Dakota State. And it was good. Barika had some success there, but we'll need to be more efficient in the run game moving forward.
No doubt. That's our Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota carry of the game. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, it's time for our Olaf Anderson feature. We're talking with Bison fullback Truman Werremeyer.
A better way of life is better days off and better nights in. Better hellos and better goodbyes. With locally approved, financed, and serviced home loans, Gate City Bank makes buying a home simple. Welcome home. Gate City Bank, for a better way of life.
Orthopedic pain is limiting. It's unpredictable. And when it disrupts the way you move, it disrupts the way you live. Life is better when you feel empowered to move the way you want, when you want. And that's where our experts come in. We're your guides to orthopedic and sports medicine treatment options that can manage your pain, rehab your injuries, and restore your confidence. Take back the freedom to move. Explore your orthopedic options at Sanford Health.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
Welcome back to the Bison Football Show. In this week's Olaf Anderson feature, WDAY's Sam Getzinger caught up with Bison fullback Truman Werremeyer.
The lineage of fullbacks to come through NDSU has been pretty impressive. But next on the list, Fargo's own Truman Werremeyer.
I'm not going to go ahead and say I'm the most athletic guy ever compared to like Hunter Lipke or someone like that. But, you know, I'm going to go out there and do whatever they ask me to do, whether it's, you know, ram my head into someone or try to catch the ball. Whatever the coaches want me to do, I'm going to go out there and give it a shot.
Werremeyer has embodied the next man up mentality.
Into the flat, Truman Werremeyer, the fullback with his second career reception.
Making an impact in 2024.
I mean, I kind of knew going in that I'd be kind of stepping up, receiving a step up on the field and stuff like that. But just seeing Lipke, Brosio, Hofstad, seeing how they've prepared for the last 3 years that I've been here, seeing how what's expected on the field, I knew I'd be able to step in and fill their shoes. I mean, if I get the ball 0 times or 100 times, I'm still going to have fun as long as we're winning, as long as we're moving the ball. So, it was definitely a lot of fun, though.
There you go, Truman Werremeyer, Bison fullback, who has made an impact so far this season, Coach.
Yeah, he's a guy that's really consistent in his approach, unbelievable teammate. When you talk about the fullbacks that have played here and the guys that get minutes, those are oftentimes two of the characteristics. But don't, take that interview and think that he's soft. I mean, this is a tough guy. He's a physical guy. And he's really contributed, added an element with that position to the pass game. He's playing a lot in the wing right now. He's playing some in the backfield, and then he has a special role on the punt team too. He's the signal caller. He's the guy that gets all of our checks established, and he's doing a really good job with that as well.
Yeah, getting some good representation for the crew chiefs and on special teams for Truman. Hey, it's election season. Election day is coming up, and with that, there are some new measures on the ballot for the home of Bison football. Take a look at the proposed renovations for the Fargodome.
The home of the Bison football team is ready for significant improvements that will make your game days more incredible than ever before. Imagine your excitement as you step into the additions on the west, south, and east sides of the Fargodome that will transform your experience. On the northeast corner, both inside and out, the building concourse will be expanded to provide ample space for circulation. Picture natural light spilling from the potential outdoor beer garden and food truck plaza with green space for yard games and protection from the sun and Fargo winds. On the southeast side, a spacious addition will create an expanded lobby where you can gather with your Bison friends under large pregame monitors. Enjoy food and beverage opportunities while staying comfortable and out of the elements with sunshine flowing through the spacious lobby. The west side will be completely transformed with an addition that connects the ticket entrance to the tailgating lots. Imagine an outdoor concert area with green space for yard games and video boards enhancing the pregame and postgame ambiance. The mezzanine level of the balcony addition would expand over the spacious interior ticketing and security area. The balcony would be perfect for live music, public or private events to enhance your game day experience. Picture the Gold Star Marching Band elevated on the balcony, playing to all of tailgating. Inside the new Southeast Edition, a grand staircase will lead you to the public mezzanine new club level overlooking the field. In the Southwest Pepsi corner, the concourse will have an addition creating ease of circulation and queuing lines for concessions with natural light flooding this corner as well. This expanded concourse will continue along the entire west side of the Fargodome. Additional restrooms will be easily accessed. A stairwell and elevator will give you access to the mezzanine overlooking tailgating as well as the concourse below. In the arena, the addition creates a sky level of new seating and sky level suites. This allows for evenly dispersed, accessible, and companion seating throughout the arena. This Sky Club level will have restrooms, food, and beverage and be accessible by the new West Side elevators. Family areas with soft seating and monitors will be available behind the main viewing seats. New, modern, comfortable, upholstered seating with cup holders will be provided throughout the entire arena. The press box will be expanded to the east, creating space for easily accessible restrooms and serving areas for food and beverages. The southeast corner will have two new levels of clubs, one on the mezzanine level overlooking the field, and another as a field turf level club to cheer on the Bison as they march to the field. Envision green and gold, adorning the new west balcony on game day. The Grand Southwest Plaza would be filled with entertainment, music, games, and video boards for the ultimate Bison fan experience. Vote yes on Measure 1 to make this become a reality.
Teamwork, talent, dedication, leadership. These values that win championships on the field, build community, improve lives, and make a difference every single day. For you, for our neighbors, for our community, for a better way of life. Gate City Bank.
At Shields, we're anglers, endlessly seeking and refining techniques. We're hunters and storytellers, because we've been out there. We're experts that put products and gear to the test, so we can share that knowledge with you. At Shields, we understand your outdoor journey and the path you're on, because we walk it too, every step of the way. Shields, right there with you.
When you carry blue, you get a devoted team backing you up, focused on you and your well-being, making it easier and affordable for you to make health a priority. When you carry blue, you get a health plan that anticipates your challenges, that's helping shape the future of healthcare, with more helpful tools and resources so you can get the most out of your benefits and focus more on living your best life. Blue Cross Blue Shield of North Dakota. Carry blue. Carry on.
Chronic wasting disease is 100% fatal in deer. Though rare now, it will continue to rise unless you help do something about it. Knowing its location is the key to managing chronic wasting disease. When hunting in the Northeast and Unit 3B2 this fall, plan to get your deer tested. Visit gf.nd.gov to find drop-off locations or request a self-sample kit and review the regulations. The responsibility falls on us all. Let's keep the deer herds healthy for future generations.
Parents can influence their child's behavioral health in a few simple ways. The first is really having ongoing conversation.
Role modeling positive behavior. Parenting starts at home, and those positive influences that a parent has rolls off on their children.
Sometimes just a simple question will get a child talking, and you might learn things about your child that you just didn't know about before. If you get to a difficult topic, that's where you can reach out to Parents Lead and look for some of that information that might help you navigate that difficult topic. And that's one of the benefits of Parents Lead.
Welcome back on in, wrapping things up here on the Bison Football Show as the Bison continue their Missouri Valley Conference slate, going on the road to take on the Murray State Racers. Kickoff at 1 p.m. and you can see the game right here on WDAY. Coach, going to be going down to Murray, Kentucky, another road test here in the Valley.
Yeah, we're on that every other week thing, right? First of all, thanks to Bison Nation for showing up last night, but we're excited about another road challenge. We're 2 weeks away from an important bye week. We have to go 1-0. We got to take care of business starting with Tuesday's practice. We got to go and prepare. Murray State has, been a little bit struggling, but I think they're improving. They're working with a lot of new players, a new coach. And so for me, it'll be my first time going down there, and I'm excited about it.
Looking forward to it. Coach, thank you for the time. As always, that'll be it for us here on the Bison Football Show. For Coach Polasek, and I'm Sam Neidermann. Have a great night, and go Bison.
Today's Bison Football Show with Coach Tim Polasek has been presented by Gate City Bank, for a better way of life, and Pepsi.
This has been an exclusive presentation from Learfield.